again, just a tough battle. Minnesota's a very physical team. We really tried to go inside and cause them problems to get in foul trouble. Try to take out, obviously, number 15 with foul trouble because, I mean, obviously her size does a lot down low. And then Rachel Bam's obviously one of the better players on their team and in the conference. So I thought we did a good job of, kind of keeping her at pace and keeping her out, especially in the first half. I thought Dee Dee did a phenomenal job and just a team effort of hedging. But it came down to us really executing, sharing the basketball, having assists. This is how we've played in the non-conference, having all these assists and shooting the basketball well.
Dre and Sam, just what was open inside for you guys tonight, just the execution that happened to get the ball inside tonight.
I think our guards did an unbelievable job of finding angles when they had it from the wing, and then our high-low was working for us a little bit in the beginning of the game.
Basically what Dre said, but I think KK did a great job of finding the open gaps, and they were in that 2-3 zone and they played pretty high, so baseline was open and the middle of the paint was open too.
It's kind of a follow-up for Sam, just with the zone that you saw Monday night against Ohio State. I know it's a little bit different, but just how you attack the zone differently tonight. How big an emphasis was that?
I mean, probably when you looked at the Ohio State game, as Minnesota probably did, they saw that we were attacking, but the cover down wasn't there. So when Minnesota played their 2-3, they were really high, really open, and we just knew that we had to attack those even from the guard spot when we were running our plays. Courtney shot up the gap a couple times and got that floater in the middle too. So that was just the opening.
Ray, did you guys feel like you did a pretty good job of trying to conserve energy as much as possible? I know you had been sick a little bit. You were sort of shuttling in every 3 or 4 minutes in and out, especially in that first half. Was it pretty important for all of you to conserve as much energy as possible?
I thought so. When I saw Taylor coming in for me, I was like, oh yes, catch your breath. But yeah, being sick kind of takes a lot out of you, so I was very thankful for the breaks that I didn't get today.
Or you just take us what the guards saw inside, trying to battle that zone tonight.
Minnesota played behind, so our posts were doing a great job of getting position and holding it, and they were wide open. We could see the front of their jersey, and Coach always says, if you can see the Purdue on the front, give them the ball, and so we were getting it to them. They were facing up, and they were taking it off the dribble against them, so the post did a great job.
Sam, how are you?
Great, how are you?
It looked like you were kind of holding your shoulder at a certain angle, and that you maybe were in some more pain tonight than you have been.
I think you're squinting a little hard. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's all right. It's all right. Just game by game. It's good.
Sam, is this the definition of consistency for you these last 4 games?
Last 4, but not last 15 or however many we played. So I don't know. Just kind of working towards that.
Just are you at a level of comfort right now when you're on the floor?
Yeah, I'm comfortable on the floor. Yeah, I'm comfortable on the floor.
Courtney, just today, your ability at the start of the second half, the team to push the lead ahead there, and then not only that, but be able to maintain it and not let them get back again. Just how big was that to be able to sort of put them away and not let them come back?
It was huge. In the first half we would get ahead, and they would come back, nail some threes, and so that was an emphasis at halftime that we can't. Once we got to run and get ahead, we can't let them come back. So I thought we did a good job the second half when we got the lead of securing it.
Coach, you've had 2 tough games, 55 minutes 2 nights ago, and then a tough game tonight. What will you do to ensure the team's ready to go on Sunday?
Well, I mean, we're off tomorrow, so the players will come in and do hot and cold contrast and stretch and do a lot of different things on their own with our trainers, but they need to physically be off. Dre was sick earlier, April's got the flu now. I mean, it's been going through our team. It just hasn't came at once. So, a little bit here and there, but it's very important that they have to learn how to take care of their bodies. And I did mention, some players know how to take care of their bodies better than others, and that's a big key. But they have to stay off their legs. And then Saturday we'll go back to work, but it's not can't be a real a different type of press. It's not going to be full court by any means, but it's got to be able to mentally focus and get ready for Iowa because they're obviously a very great team.
Do we have any more questions for student athletes?
Great, just Dee Dee's defense, when she's so focused on Bannon, what does that allow you guys to do?
Makes our job a lot easier. We just know that we have to have her back because she's playing so close and intense, and she's in the zone. So we just got to make sure that we can help her out with screens and stuff that she can't see. It definitely makes our job a lot easier.
Any other questions for student athletes? All right, thank you, ladies. Questions for Coach?
Sharon, did you try and do some things to give them some breaks? I know, bringing Mingo in and out, I know you go over the zone there, perhaps to, try and make sure that you stay as fresh as possible. Were you, cognizant of trying to keep them as fresh as you could?
Well, this is how I'd like to play as much as I can with our bench. We were able to do that in my non-conference. I mean, if Taylor can play 15 minutes for us, that's what we want. So Dre and Samo have a break. April's been playing 16 to 20 minutes, and we didn't have her tonight, so I thought Chantel's minutes were big. I thought Hayden's minutes were big, as much as you can. But Taylor's capable of doing what she did tonight, and I think she got more comfortable as the game went on. But I really feel that you have to have a pretty decent bench. If you get in foul trouble, if you get sickness, or you obviously have any type of injuries, you have to be able to step up. And we really empowered our kids on Wednesday. The players that are coming off the bench, how important it is that they have an opportunity to step up and make a difference.
Is part of that early in the game you committing to like getting Hayden and Taylor in early and trying to get a rotation going early in the game, get some breaks then?
That's what I always intend to do. It just depends on how the flow of the game goes, but that was my mindset going in. Courtney got a quick foul, put Hayden back in, had Hayden give some minutes. I saw Dre. The first 4 minutes was the hardest 4 minutes. That in the beginning of the second half, and I knew Dre was going to be gassed. And so that's why I got Taylor in about the 17-minute mark and tried to use the timeouts as much as I could. So how I had it planned, it ended up working tonight, so it was all good.
You used Dee Dee maybe more than you have at the point, actually running the point too. Was that to maybe just get KK off the ball a little bit?
Well, it was designed today, and it's going to be designed for more games. There's 4 point guards on our team, and that we're just going to have different people bringing the ball up. We shouldn't have to put all the pressure and stress on one kid when you have 4 ball handlers. So that's something that, just as a coach, I just made that decision. Dee Dee brings a different element because she can see a little bit more over top. KK can score on the wing a little bit more. Courtney, in certain circumstances, obviously can run the point, and people have to pay attention to her up there. And obviously when April comes back, she's just a poised player. But you'll see that more and more from us.
Just how your team executed against this zone tonight as opposed to, I know it was a different zone on Monday, but just how they attacked it and seemed a little bit more poised going against it. Well,
it did take half the shot clock to move, so that helps any zone offense. But, it's just, we knew we didn't play well offensively. We knew that we're really sluggish. We didn't really do much different. We just moved, and we passed the ball, and we worked on that, obviously, in practice, being a big key. Ohio State played a little 1-3-1, but Minnesota went to that, and we went right to box and went inside. For some reason, we were able to get the ball inside a lot better, but I think it's because of our passing. I think we were just gelling tonight, so that makes a big difference.
With Sam, is this who she is now? I mean,
well, like she said, we hope. I think our players are starting to really, hopefully, continue to play better and start seeing what they really need to do and bring to the table, and she's been very consistent. I think her and Dre and Courtney have been very consistent that way, and I think KK's been very consistent distributing the basketball. And you're just starting to see, I'm starting to see that each kid's doing what they need to do. So, and if Sam, flat out can get over 10 boards a game, statistics have shown that we win. So she needs to do that more than do anything else. And then scoring the ball, like she said, KK really did a great job finding her. She knows how to run the floor. She knows how to get behind the zone. And she can move. And when you can move, you're hard to defend. She better be ready on Saturday. She just didn't feel well last night, and this morning she had the flu, had a temperature, so because she had a temperature, she couldn't play at all. So I just told her, hydrate, be ready by Saturday. So she, if she responds like Dre did, I didn't know how much Dre could give, and Dre played unbelievable. So if she responds that way, but she is a
Any other questions for